I don't think that's a comparable.
So my point is there was a public health infrastructure that existed, Governor, a plan that your administration was responsible for. It was last updated in July 2019, and then that model wasn't used. And so my question is, was that the right choice to recreate the wheel on the fly?
Yeah, for a number of reasons. First of all, for the reason I just started with, which is I don't think you can compare what people did around H1N1 from scale or speed or complexity to what people are dealing with respect to COVID and the COVID vaccination effort. Secondly, as I said in my remarks, the cold storage issues, the 2-dose regimen, the really severe supply issues, and so many of the other handling, transport, and management issues that came with COVID were a lot different than what people had been expecting or dealt with before. And that's part of the reason why retail pharmacies and hospitals are responsible for more than half of the vaccines that have been delivered in Massachusetts, because they are in many ways better suited than almost anybody else. And they are the choice, the preferred choice for many states, and certainly for the federal government as well. And, we created the regional collaborative model because we wanted to make sure we had a mechanism that would work in certain parts of Massachusetts where you weren't going to get enough of an answer from just community health centers, retail pharmacies, and hospitals. And we're continuing to build on that. But the mass vac sites are a piece of this puzzle. Remember, 85% of the doses that have been delivered in Massachusetts did not go through a mass vac site. Mass vac sites only represent about 15% of all the doses that have been administered here so far. But I think the change we made is also borne out by the fact that we're the number one state in the country across almost every measure that the CDC keeps track of for states that have more than 4 million people. We have a long way to go and a ton of work to do, and I wouldn't begin to say for a minute we don't. But I do believe, given all the issues associated with supply, the nature of the supply, the nature of the rollout, how fast it has to happen, and how people needed to manage the product itself, we made the right decision.
Thank you, Governor. I'm out of time, and Madam Chair, I yield back.